hope that all of you are having a fabulous day and that you are really excited for what's coming in the new year. So I've been doing a series of yoga flows to help inspire you of a way to lose weight or increase your flexibility and strength and balance. So I'm going to skip over going through all of the movements today because I'm not sure how long the flow will last and I just want to get right into it. So I will show you the movement that I'm adding and then I will just go into the flow and you guys will hopefully be able to follow along. So once we get from a tabletop position, I'm going to add 3 new movements, and those will include stretching your leg backwards and then following with your gaze as you move your leg from left to right behind you. And the next one will be a crunch where you exhale as you bring your knee in, and then inhale as you extend your knee, and then into a straight line. And then the last one is going to be, I think, what they call the fire hydrant. So it's where you bring your knee up and out and back and down. So you're actually inhaling as you're breathing in and exhaling as you're extending your leg and turning it out. So those 3 ones will be great for helping your core to become strong, and you will definitely feel the cardio burn as you challenge yourself to do that balanced pose. All right, so starting out in mountain position, you will breathe in. Allow peace of mind to enter your body and your mind. On this last inhale, we're going to raise our arms up. Exhale as you bend down into forward facing bend. Into flat back. Again, allowing yourself to be at peace while you stay in this pose. And using the fire breath to concentrate your focus. Now on the exhale, you're going to bend into forward facing bend. Making sure your knees are not locked. And again, don't extend farther than you are capable. All right, I will walk my hands out on this inhale and my feet into downward facing dog. Allow your head to be loose in between your shoulders and make sure that your shoulders aren't crunched up around your head. Your neck. Go ahead and walk your dog as you do your inhales and exhales. And we're going to rock forward into plank position. Now we're going to tuck our elbows in, let them graze the sides of your ribs as you drop down into chaturanga. If you can stay here and still put your tops of your toes on the floor, do that. Otherwise, just rest your belly on the ground, rest your toes on the ground. Bring your hands slightly forward and gently push up into half cobra. Pulling your hands back underneath of your shoulders, gently push up as far as you are able into full cobra, letting your gaze be soft and forward. All right, we're going to do one breath through all the movements as we return back down. Go ahead and plant your toes, and on the inhale, push up into plank position. On the inhale, push back into downward dog. Walk your hands back and your feet forward into standing forward bend. Make sure that you are not tightening your knees up, and once again, bring your arms out as you slowly let your back roll up into mountain pose. Now this time I'm going to add the variations. So I will face forward for this one. So we're going to raise our arms up in the inhale, and this time on the exhale we're going to grasp our hands. On the exhale, send your hips to the right of the room, left of the room. If you can only go a little bit, don't worry. You will eventually be able to let your side bend a little bit more. Last breath. Come back up on the exhale. On the exhale, bend with your hips to the right side of the room. This is definitely a stretch for your side. The longer that you do it, the more it will hurt. Alright, we're going to release our hands and let them go face the heavens, allowing our gaze to shift up between our hands. We're going to bend our knees slightly, and we are going to just stretch up as we gently let our back bend. And I'll turn to the side. My back bend is not that extreme, so it's really just to allow your back to have a little stretch back there. You don't want to have to do too much work on this pose. One more breath. Alright, now we are going to go down into flat back, making sure your knees are not locked. That's always something that I have a problem with. Alright, we're going to scoop down into standing forward bend. Sorry to keep switching directions on you. It's not necessary that you switch. I'm just doing it to demonstrate. Alright, so from standing forward bend, walk, step, or hop your hands back to downward dog. Walk your dog to stretch your calf muscles. Alright, so rather than going straight into plank, we are going to gently lay our shins onto the earth. And you're going to want to move your hands back so that there's a straight line between your shoulder and your wrist. Alright, we're going to do cat-cow from here. So you're going to inhale as you arch your back into cat, and exhale as you bow your back into cow. One more time. And send your back into table position. This is where we're going to be adding our new moves, and once again we're going to be doing them both on the left and right side before we continue on to the next movement. So the first pose that we will be doing is a leg extension and a balance. So breathe in again 3 times, holding this balance, and you try to make your hips level and even. You don't want to tilt your hips back. You want to create a straight line, parallel line with your hips to the earth. One more breath. All right, we are going to start going to the opposite side of where our leg is rooted. And you want your gaze to follow where your toe lands. Inhale as you move your leg. Exhale as you move it back. And come to center again with that leg and return it down to center. We're going to lift our other leg. It's my left leg. And again, you're going to try to create a straight line with your back and your leg. If you can't, that's okay, but it's a balance and strengthening for your core. And it's just 3 breaths. One more breath. All right, we're going to switch our foot to the opposite side of where our leg is rooted in the hip. Inhale as you transfer your foot to the other side and make sure your gaze follows your foot. Last time. Come back to center and place your shin back down on the earth. You should be feeling some burn in your quadriceps right now. Alright, so again we're going to do a breath sequence with the leg crunch. So it's an inhale as you bring your leg forward and an exhale as you bring your leg back. Inhale with leg forward. Exhale with leg back. Inhale, leg forward. Exhale, leg back. And again, your gaze is following where your knee comes into center and you're arching your back. And your gaze points forward as your leg is straightened out. Alright, exhale as you drop your shin back to the earth. Take a breath in between. Alright, now we're going to lift our other leg and inhale, crunch, exhale, extend. Inhale, crunch, exhale, extend. Last time. Alright, and the last one. The good old fire hydrant. So we're going to crunch like we just did with the inhale, but this time we're going to lift our leg out like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. Alright, so inhale, lift your leg out as parallel as you can to the earth and extend. I think I already did it 3 times, but we'll do it one more. And back to the earth. Last time, or sorry, first time on the next side. Inhale as you crunch. Exhale as you lift into fire hydrant and extend backward. Inhale. Fire hydrant, extend. Inhale, fire hydrant, extend. I think I did those 4 times. It's not going to hurt us, just make us sweat a little bit more. Alright, we're going to rock back up temporarily into downward dog. Place your toes back in onto the earth. Stretch your legs a little bit and walk that dog. Alright, and we are going to rock forward into plank position, holding it for the 3 breaths. If you want to make your plank a little bit harder and just work your core a little bit more, you can always drop down and hold it with your arms clasped together. Alright, and we are going to tuck our elbows in to our rib cage and slowly, gently drop into chaturanga. If you can, lower your tops of your toes onto the earth and scoop up into half cobra. If not, just do it the way I've been showing from before. All right. Hands under your shoulders and lift into full cobra. One breath as we return through the flow. Push your feet back down into the earth, and on the exhale, push up into plank position. Inhale as you go back into downward dog. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. So now we are going to walk our hands back and our feet forward if we want to standing forward bend. Enjoy the inhale here. If you want also to change your standing forward bend, you can allow it to become a ragdoll. And in this pose, you can just let your back loosen. Allow yourself to swing and just release your neck and allow the tension to drop out of your back muscles that you have just been working. All right, let's bring our arms up and slowly roll our spine back up to mountain pose. I'm going to go through the whole thing one more time, and then I hope that you will take this and benefit from it. So, starting back at the top, we are in mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. On this inhale, bring your arms up, and we're going to clasp our hands. On the next exhale, send your hips over to the left side of the room. You want to create a nice straight line down to the earth from it's a curved line, but you do not want to extend back this way or extend forward. You won't be feeling the correct stretch in your lats. All right, back up to center. And then again on the exhale, let your right hips descend to the other side of the room. Enjoying the curve and the stretch. This is called dolphin. Coming back up to center, we're going to separate our hands and allow our gaze to shift up between our hands. And gently, as we bend our knees slightly, we're going to stretch our back and bend slightly back. You know what? I forgot. Yesterday, I went to Utkatasana from here. So I'll just add it right now. So this time around, we're going to make sure our intention is that we do not send our knees in front of our toes. And so we're going to sit down with a straight back, our hips curled downwards, our knees tucked together, and our quadriceps tucked. And sit in an imaginary chair. 3 breaths here. All right. Come back up to standing. Shift your arms down into flat back. On the last exhale, scoop down into standing forward bend, making sure your knees are not locked, and if you want to rest your rib cage on the top of your quadriceps, if that's possible for you. All right, step, walk, or hop down into downward facing dog. hands back so they're directly underneath of your shoulders. On the inhale, arch into cat. Exhale, go into cow. Exhale, cow. One more. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. All right, come back into tabletop. We're going to add our new moves again. So we're going to inhale as we extend our leg back. Holding it for 3 breaths. Challenging ourselves to have a straight line from our spine to our toe. And our toe is pointed. Not, well, you could flex it too. Feels good actually. Alright. Now, put your gaze towards your toe on the opposite side of where your leg is rooted. Inhale as you move your foot. On the inhale, bring your leg back to center. All right, extend the other leg on the inhale. And let's point and flex the toe while we do our 3 breaths here. All right, sending your toes to the opposite side where your leg is rooted in the hip. On this inhale, come back to center and gently place your shin back on the earth. Our next movement, we're going to bring our leg, it's my right leg, into the crunch with the inhale and extend it on the exhale. So inhale, crunch, exhale, extend. Inhale, crunch. Exhale, extend. On this inhale, drop your leg back down to the earth. One more time, so inhale on this other side. Exhale as you extend. Making sure again your hips are parallel with the earth while you're doing these movements. On the exhale, extend, and last time. Dropping your knee back down onto the earth. And now we will do the fire hydrant. Alright, inhale, crunch, lift, exhale, extend. Inhale, crunch, and lift, exhale, extend. This time your hips will actually be shifting. That's the point, it's opening your hips. Alright, now on the other side. Crunch, lift, exhale, extend. Inhale, lift, extend on exhale. Last time. Inhale and crunch, lift, exhale, extend, and gently drop your shin back to the earth. We're going to come back up to downward facing dog. Let your head hang loose. Walk your dog. On the next exhale, scoop into plank position and hold. Tucking your elbows into your ribcage. Drop into chaturanga. Rest your belly on the earth. the tops of your feet on the earth. Extend your hands in front of your shoulders and gently push into half cobra. Alright, move your hands back underneath of your shoulders. And once again, gently lift as high as you can into a full cobra. You should feel a nice stretch all the way down your sides of your body into the tops of your hips. And one more breath on our return back up to mountain pose. Inhale as you drop your body back down. Plant your toes. Exhale as you push up into plank position. Exhale as you go into downward facing dog. Step, walk, or hop your hands and feet back into standing forward bend. Make sure your knees are not locked. Let's spend 3 breaths once again doing ragdoll, crossing your arms, allowing your head to hang loose. Swinging your body in between your legs or from side to side. Letting the tension roll off your shoulders. And on this inhale, bring your arms up. Gently, as you exhale, roll your spine back up into mountain pose. I hope that you all enjoyed the flow today. And once again, I just want to feature a few I hope you all have a blessed day, and I just want to feature a few products that might help you if your goal is weight loss for this upcoming year or just increasing your flexibility or muscle strength. One of those is called Sweet Shape. It is a ingestible, excuse me, I have an itchy nose. It's an ingestible essential oil that will help increase your metabolism and your energy while also helping you to sorry, my brain, as you add a healthy routine to your daily life. And then ProTF, it's an amazing protein shake that has it can boost your immunity 437% while also helping to have caloric burn up to 564%. So if you're a weightlifter or if you're somebody who's really wanting to add strength as well as maybe limit how much other foods you are eating, because it will help you to reduce your appetite by taking the protein shake. This is a really wonderful product that is unlike any other protein shake available out there because it has transfer factor in it. And the last one is, again, it's leaving my mind, Resume. And Resume will help you as also with your metabolism and energy. It's a liquid tonic of herbal extracts and vitamins, and it will help you also as you build your muscle tone to improve your overall muscle tone. So thank you again for joining me today on this live, and I hope you did take some peace and energy. Namaste, as we say for people who like to do yoga. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Ciao, nos vemos.